Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zuru and today we are going to be recreating the makeup look that Sofia Richie did for her wedding. As seen here, her wedding has been trending all over TikTok for I don't know how long. I don't know. When I first saw her face, I just thought, oh, a white girl. But then I realized who she was and I was like, oh, she's mixed. I don't know if she identifies as black or not. I just wanted to recreate her makeup look for those of us who are darker than her. Disclaimer. I realize I am not dark skinned. I am not claiming to be dark skinned. I am darker than her. Shugban, do we understand? I hope we do, please. I'm not trying to, step on anyone's toes. I'm not trying to steal the limelight from any of the dark skinned black queens. And these products that they be using don't be translating exactly the way it look like on them on us. So I want to give you the look, but like black girl friendly. Okay, that's enough of this intro. Just gonna start. Literally no blemishes on her skin. Now I realize that this could be from like retouching of the photos, but let's just assume it's done by makeup. Okay, so her skin is very even, clean looking, natural. It's got a satiny finish, so we're gonna do that today. I did not buy anything new for this video. As much as I wanted to, I had to like control myself because I've been spending a lot and I need to like really back in. Anyway, I'm gonna start with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer because I do not want anything to go anywhere. Okay, going in with the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer just to eclipse the pores, just kind of like in the center of my face. I realize that's a lot of product, but that is fine. I'm just gonna blend it out with my fingers. And the Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer, this one I like to use for my smile lines and under my eye. COLORFIX Matte in the shade Carrot Top to color correct. I have got a lot of hyperpigmentation going on the bottom half of my face in particular, so going in with a lot of the orange just to neutralize everything so I can have an even base, because that's what Miss Sofia has. I'm also trying not to go too ham with it because I still want my skin to look like skin, and I do have some like beauty marks and stuff, so I would like some of that to like peek through. But yeah, color corrector basically. Fenty Beauty Glow Enhancer in 04 Bronze Jasper. I swear, slicking your hair down can be such a hassle. Hopefully from your angle it doesn't look crazy, but I can see like a lot of wispies that's just not slicked down. It's good enough, it'll be fine. Going in with my foundation brush, I just gently stipple that product in, making sure to only tap and not swipe so I don't move the color corrector underneath. MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. This is a fairly new purchase. I've only used it once before now, but I think I like it. I'm not too sure yet. It was absolutely unnecessary the way I've drawn this on my face. And these three marks over here remind me of two things. One, Naruto. Two, facial tribal marks. Using the same foundation brush, I repeated the same stippling motion and just blended out the skin tint all over my face. I look like an oil slick, but that is intentional. I've got oily skin, so I will be setting my face, best believe. I didn't want the powder to take away from the dew, if you get what I mean, so I've overdewed so I can powder a little bit and still have some of the shine come through. But anyway, I'm going in next with my Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 390. All over the places I put the color corrector, except my under eyes and on my forehead too, because why not? Using my Zoeva 105 Luxe highlight brush, I'm going to blend out my concealer. I only ever use this brush for my concealer. If you use it for highlight, good on you. I don't. So I'm going to be using my foundation brush again just to buff over everything, kind of blend everything together seamlessly. She does have slightly brighter under eyes. It's nothing drastic, nothing dramatic, but it's slightly brighter in my opinion. So I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and my Rare Beauty concealer for a more natural under eye look. I'm going to be using a very little amount of both of them. See, I can do little concealer. I'm capable. Yes. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this on my forehead as well. Just a smidge, just a tiny little smidge. Do I do that there? It's not completely destroying. See what I mean? That blended out to nothing, but it added a slight highlight to my chin that didn't exist before. Okay, While I blended out my under eye, I did my best to keep the product concentrated on my immediate under eye as opposed to my typical routine where I bring it down to my cheek. Just comparing this side that I blended out to the other side, you can see that it's brighter. It looks like my skin but better. The contrast between my under eye and the rest of my face isn't crazy. I look alive, I look fresh, I look youthful, I look awake. This is what we're trying to achieve. So just gonna blend out the other side and then we can move on to the next step. So Sofia's makeup artist used a blush bronzer type product on the cheeks to give a hint of color but also a light bronze before she put on the corally orangey blush. Don't have it, wasn't prepared to go find it to buy it. So I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I'm going to use the foundation brush again, just a light tap there. I'm applying this product where I would apply my blush, going slightly down to where I usually bronze, just kind of following my reference image of where Sofia's blush is placed. DANESSA MYRICKS Balm Blush in Golden Hour. I do remember telling you guys that this product was going to be my new personality. I hope you didn't think I was joking, because clearly she does have the slightest wash on her cheeks, so I'm gonna do my best to not fall into my habits and just stick with the reference. But from what I can see, she also has a tiny bit of that product on her nose, so pray for me. I blend out my under eye, get all the creases out, and using the fluffy powder brush, I apply my setting powder to my under eye. I specifically use a fluffy powder brush because this MAC skin tint does this thing where it doesn't really like when you press powder into it, because I remember I used it on Sunday and let's just say I had to redo my makeup before church. I was already running late. It was not fun. As you can see, it looks very natural. It doesn't look powdery or anything. Her brows look very, very natural, very lightly filled. So I'm gonna go with that. Mostly focusing on the tail because that's where I'm missing hairs. So her makeup artist uses the Mario Skin Enhancer just slightly over the perimeter of her face with a fluffy brush, just to bronze slightly. So I'm gonna do the same thing before I set my face. I need to be very, very careful with this product because the shade they use was like light medium. The shade I have is dark. The shade I have is dark and she's a little bit red on me, so that's all she wrote. I'm gonna use my NARS light reflecting setting powder in the shade Mesa or Misa or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna use the same fluffy brush I use for my under eye. Don't know if you can tell, but this side of my face is fully set and this side isn't. There isn't that much difference when it comes to the dewiness and the satiny finish. On here I look more shiny, I look just natural, my skin but better. That's what we're going for. So I'm gonna set the rest of my face off camera and I'll be back. Her makeup artist did go in with a cool tone creamy shadow shade in her crease. So I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Truffle. That's as cool tone as it gets for me personally. From what I understand, the makeup artist does that to give definition to the eyes, and from what you can see, it does define my eyes very well without adding a lot of color. But anyway, on the lid she used gold. Oh my god, what the heck did I touch? Why am I so orange? Bruh, I'm wearing white. I cannot be... Apparently the product she used specifically is no longer on the market. So she said you can mix a gold eyeshadow with a balm eyeshadow, like an eye balm, eyeshadow balm. I don't know. As a black girl, if you don't have gold eyeshadow in your arsenal, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't care what kind of gold it is. Champagne, true gold, more copper leaning. You need. Wait. Draw your ear. You need it. You need it. Let me find my own. I decided to pull out my ColourPop OGs. Game Face, Sunset Boulevard, and Jinxie. I don't think my eyes like Truffle at all because I got really teary-eyed then. So if my eyes are red, that's why. Next, I'm gonna go in with Jinxie to add a little bit of shimshima. Who got the keys to the bima? Who am I? The girl them sugar. I'm very glad that I layered that over top Game Face because on its own I would have been looking crazier than a mug. Crazier than a mug. I did see some shimmery flakes, just the tiniest little bit. That's what it looks like. So it has no color to it. It's literally just like little gold flecks. I'm gonna tap it all over just to add a little shine. She used the Maybelline Sensational mascara. I do not have that one. I thought I did, but I don't. This is why I thought I had it. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. It's different, but like kind of in the same family. It's also Maybelline. And if you remember when I did my trying out different mascaras video, this ended up being one of my favorites. I've got my ColourPop K lip liner, which I probably need to change by now considering it's unavailable, and I should really be telling you about stuff that you can't buy. NARS recently launched the Afterglow Sensual Shine lipsticks. For some bloody reason it's not in the UK yet. I really wanted to get the shade Truth or Dare because that's a coral. I'm going to use my blush. I filmed a video showing you in multiple ways I like to use this blush. It was supposed to come out in place of today's video, but I had to push it back. There you have it. That is the final look. A fresh faced blushing bridal look as inspired by the Sofia Richie. The lips, spectacular. The face, spectacular. Even the hair, girl. I was gonna add baby hairs. The energy and effort it took me to slick this hair down. Not even just to slick it, to take out my cornrows. If you really like this makeup look on Sofia and you really wanted to try it out but you weren't sure whether or not it would work on you, I'm here to tell you it does work on us, okay? Okay, so I know this is the look, but I'm a little curious to see how it would look like with a more shiny lip. And you know I have the Dior lip oil. It's in the shade Coral. I'll insert a clip just in case you like gloss and you would like to see this with gloss. I'm envisioning it in my head and I think it's gonna look absolutely amazing, but that's neither here nor there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment below what you think of this look, if you're gonna try it, if you have tried it, what you think of orange. Are you scared of orange? Don't be scared of orange. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.